April sunlight on your face, open air, an easy pace, blossoms drifting through the day, words we never chose to say, warmth that lived without a name, soft and light, a passing flame. April kiss, October memory holds a trace of what could be. Gentle lips and quiet air left a mark that lingers there. No clear ending, no goodbye, only seasons passing by. Leaves turn gold along the street, cool wind brushing where we meet. That one day now feels so far, like a dim and distant star. Nothing lost, nothing defined, just a shift inside the mind. April kiss, October memory fades into a softer key. Light once warm now settles low through the things we used to know. Time has moved without a sound, carrying what we had found. Petals fall and colors fade, all returns to gentle shade. What was held in springtime air now is light and thin, but there. April kiss, October memory leaves where time lets moments be. One soft touch in open light turns to calm in autumn night. No regret and no refrain, only quiet, soft remain. April sun has slipped away, but that warmth will always stay. Key turns slow in quiet dark, hallway holds a fading spark. Silk dress slips along the floor, soft steps pause beside the door. Satin shoes rest side by side, carrying where I had been. Satin shoes by the door keep a trace of something more. Polished floors and distant light echo through the silent night. Nothing moves, yet something stays in their gentle, quiet place. Music gone, the room is bare. Only breath and cooling air. Hands once held no longer near, yet a warmth remains unclear. Fabric bends beneath my hand as I try to understand. Satin shoes by the door hold the shape of what before. No clear end and no design, just a line that once was mine. Steps have stopped but not the glow that the satin seems to know. Night leans close against the wall. Shadows stretch and softly fall. In this still and narrow space lingers more than I can place. Satin shoes by the door leave a mark upon the floor. One soft turn and one last glance rest within their quiet stance. Though the night has slipped away, they remember how it swayed. Morning light begins to rise, but that night remains inside. Midnight leans against the room. Curtains drift in quiet gloom. Glasses rest where hands have been. Soft light fades along your skin. No clear word to hold or keep, only silence running deep. Half a smile at midnight left a question in its wake. Not enough to understand, just enough my thoughts to shake. Eyes that turned then turned away, hold me longer than they stay. Street grows thin beyond the door. Footsteps blur across the floor. Your face caught in passing light, gone before I knew it right. Something small but hard to name lingers on without a frame. Half a smile at midnight bends the edge of what is known. No confession, no retreat, yet it settles in alone. Briefest curve upon your face leaves a lasting trace. A sound, time folds slow and wraps around. In that glance so faint and slight lives a quiet kind of light. Half a smile at midnight stays beyond the fading scene. What it held I cannot say, what it meant I've never seen. Though the moment slips from sight, It returns each night. Dark remains along the line, but that smile stays half in mine.
Along the wall, shadows rise and slowly fall on the shelf above the flame. Paper moon without a name, cut in white, a fragile glow, holding what I used to know. Paper holds a light that feels untrue, flat and pale against the dark, yet it brings me back to you. Not quite real and not a dream, living somewhere in between. Grown a different air, empty chair and folded care. Your reflection once was near, now it fades but lingers here. That small moon remains the same, though I cannot say your name. Paper moon on the mantel, cast a shape that softly bends. No clear line of what was held, only where the feeling ends. Touch and thought begin to blur with the trace you left in her. Flame grows low, then lifts again. Light shifts thin along the frame. In that glow I almost see what you were to me. Paper moon on the mantel keeps a quiet kind of hold. What was once a living touch now returns in paper gold. Though the night has settled through, it still leans me back to you. Fire dims and shadows fall, but that moon outlasts it all. Suitcase placed beside the wall, door frame quiet in the light. Evening settles in the room, holding steady through the night. Hands rest loosely on the chair, air grows calm between the lines. Nothing rushing through the space,
just a pause that feels alive. We stayed this time. Room becomes a place where the moment finds its shade at a gentler pace. We stay this time, standing where we are, letting time begin again, just by not going far. Words arrive without a strain, each one landing clear and slow. Voices move in softer tones, carrying what we now know. Eyes remain without a turn, breath moves even through the air. Something steady takes its ground, simply by staying there. Past has weight but shifts in form when it's faced this way. Holding space becomes the change that lets it slowly stay. We stayed this time, quiet, steady ground. Every second held in place lets the truth be found. We stayed this time, simple as it seems, choosing where we stand tonight shapes what staying means. Suitcase resting where it was, morning light begins to quiet shells and paper, air, dust and sunlight drifting there. My hand reached for a worn out spine, yours arrived at just that time. Fingers brushed and both withdrew. You smiled first, then I did too. One soft laugh, a gentle tune, in a bookstore afternoon. The bookstore afternoon turned a page too soon. One shared title, one soft word, said a quiet thought unheard. Lines of ink and muted light brought two wandering minds in sight. Love began without a bloom in a bookstore afternoon. You spoke low of authors read, I replied with careful tread. Names and stories pass between, like a hidden tender scene. Time moves slow among the rows. No one rushed and no one knows how a glance can gently bloom in a silent room.
just a warmth that chose to stay. Pages turned and daylight fell into something we could tell. Two shy thoughts began to tune in a bookstore afternoon. Clock above the doorway chimed, marking out the passing time. Neither one of us would move from that quiet groove. The bookstore afternoon lives inside a tender room. One small touch and one soft phrase stayed beyond those paper days. Though we closed the book and left, something gentle there was kept. Love first found a fragile tune in a bookstore afternoon. Dust and light on printed lines still recall that meeting time. Music drifting through the square, summer light upon the air. Voices blend and circles turn, lanterns glow with gentle burn. Then a color caught my eye, soft blue under open sky. Blue ribbon in her hair held a moment in the air. Nothing moved the way it did after where that color slid. Steps and sounds began to bend toward a place I could not end. Laughter fell along the lane, but it did not sound the same. All the faces passed me by, only one refused to lie. Simple thread of woven blue changed the shape of all I knew. Blue ribbon in her hair drew a line I could not share. No clear reason, no design, still it settled into mine. Glances moved but circled there, held by that soft color flare. Night grew soft around the scene, faint and slow as silver sheen. But that shade remained in view, brighter than the evening hue. Blue ribbon in her hair left a trace beyond compare. What began as passing sight turned the dark to something bright. Long after the crowd is gone, that blue ribbon lingers on. All returns to what it was, but but that color stays because
Footsteps across the room, then a pause we cannot hide. Eyes meet softly without plan, seconds stretch without a word. Breath returns before the thought, familiar tone is heard. We met again by accident, no design, no sign, just a moment in the room paths align. We met again by accident. Simple words begin, whether talk and passing days. Let the past step in. Table near the window pane, 2 cups resting side by side. Small talk finds an easy place, nothing left to hide. Street lights moving through the glass, evening hum along the lane. Voices settle into calm, like a quiet refrain. Something gentle finds its place in the ordinary phrase. We met again by accident, no grand scene to show, just a calm return of breath from long ago. We met again by accident, evening drawing near. Simple talk becomes a spark, bringing distance clear. Door swings closed upon the street, steps remain inside the room. Place cloth around my shoulders, soft weight settling without request. City lights blur into gold, fabric holds what you once held. Borrowed coat in June carries more than simple thread, warmth that does not fade too soon, rests where words were never said, not my own yet close to skin. Something quiet folded in, sleeves fall long past where they should, hands half lost within the seam, faint trace left along the color, like a half-remembered dream. go slow along the way, hoping night will choose to stay. Borrowed coat in June turns a walk to something new. No clear line of mine or yours while it keeps me close to you. Light wind moves but cannot break what the cloth begins to make. Doorway waits at end of street. Key rests cold against my hand. I pause there a moment longer, not yet ready where I stand. Borrowed coat in June leaves a mark I cannot hide. Though it must return to you, part of it will stay inside. One small lone, a passing thing, yet it holds a lingering. Fabric slips back from my skin, but the warmth remains within. Iron steps outside the wall. Morning light begins to fall. Clay pots lined in quiet rows. Petals wake and slowly close. Window frames across the way hold a face that often stays. Roses on the fire escape turn the ordinary shape. Water falls along the rail. Hands move soft and never fail. Nothing more than daily care draws a line from here to there. Laundry sways above the street. Footsteps echo far beneath. Leaves unfold in subtle change. Days repeat but rearrange. Glances pass through open air, then return to settle there. Roses on the fire escape shift the rhythm of the day. No clear word and no design, only time that grows a line. Bloom by bloom the silence speaks through the weeks. Evening brings a deeper shade. Petals rest where light has laid. Across brick and narrow space lives a slow and quiet trace. Roses on the fire escape leave a mark we cannot name. Season turns and colors fade, yet the thought of you has stayed. All begins with what we tend, without end. Iron steps hold gentle light.
hands and careful feet, velvet gloves held close and neat, folded where our glances meet, porcelain and silver shine, quiet room and measured time. Velvet gloves on Sunday hide a warmth beneath the skin, no bold move and no display as the air draws gently in. Fingers trace a careful line, not quite yours and not quite mine. Teacups cool between our hands, clock moves slow but never lands. Your eyes fall where fabric lies, then return without surprise. Steps align along the lane, longer walk than we had planned. Velvet gloves on Sunday hold a calm that softly grows, no clear start to what may be, only what the moment knows. Cloth and skin and hidden heat, pause before our hands might meet. Shadows stretch along the wall, afternoon begins to fall, breath held light in golden hue, time leans close to you. Velvet gloves on Sunday keep a secret none can see. One small turn of head and eyes shifts the air surrounding me. Though the day will fade from view, something lingers close to you. Gloves remain upon my hands, but that warmth still stands. Bell above the doorway rang, shadows stretched and silence sang. Chairs were stacked along the wall, last few voices soft and small. I was reaching for my coat when I heard your quiet note. Looks like we're the final two, said as I turned to you. 5 minutes before closing, time was slipping through our hands. One small joke and one shared glance turned delay to circumstance. Lights grew low, the floor grew still, yet the room held something real. Love can start without proposing. 5 minutes before closing. Clerk was counting at the till. Air grew warm and strangely still. You spoke low of passing through. I said I was passing too. Nothing planned and nothing grand, just 2 lives, the chance to stand in that pause before the night took us out of sight.
just a warmth that chose to stay. Doors stood open to the street, but I stayed an extra beat. Two soft voices kept composing 5 minutes before closing. Pressed against the hour, time leaned in with quiet power. Neither one of us could move from that fragile groove. 5 minutes before closing, lives within a quiet space. One brief pause before goodbye left a memory I can't deny, though the night would take its claim, and I never knew your name. Love began without imposing, 5 minutes before closing. Door swung shut, the light went thin, but that moment stayed within. Clock strikes low across the square. Shadows stretch on wooden chairs. Fountain hums a silver line. Vendors close in borrowed time. Footsteps cross familiar ground. One more day you come around. 5 o'clock on Linden Square finds us always meeting there. No arranged and no request, just a place that does the rest. Hands remain and words are few, yet the hour leans to you. Paper bags and coats drawn tight, evening folds into the light. Glances past then softly stay, marking out the close of day. Nothing shifts and nothing breaks, still the moment always takes. Square turns a pause to something rare. Benches hold the shape we know while the water moves below. Day by day the pattern grows without needing what it shows. Windows dim along the lane, faint gold flickers once again. In this hour fixed but slight, time feels almost right. 5 o'clock on Linden Square leaves a trace that lingers there. One short hour, one shared view builds a line that feels like true. No clear start and no declare, still it waits for us there. Clock hands move and people fade, but that April sunlight on your face, open air and easy pace, blossoms drifting through the day, words we never chose to say, warmth that lived without a name, soft and light, a passing flame. April kiss, October memory, holds a trace of what could be. Gentle lips and quiet air left a mark that lingers there. No clear ending, no goodbye, only seasons passing by. Leaves turn gold along the street, cool wind brushing where we meet. That one day now feels so far, like a dim and distant star. Nothing lost, nothing to find, just a shift inside the mind. April kiss, October memory, fades into a softer key. Light once warm now settles low through the things we used to know. Time has moved without a sound, carrying what we had found. Petals fall and colors fade, all returns to gentle shade. What was held in springtime air now is light and thin, but there. April kiss, October memory, lives where time lets moments be. One soft touch in open light turns to calm in autumn night. No regret and no refrain, only quiet, soft remain. April sun has slipped away, but that warmth will always stay. Music drifting through the square, summer light upon the air, voices blend and circles turn, lanterns glow with gentle burn. Then a color caught my eye, soft blue under open sky. Blue ribbon in her hair held a moment in the air. Nothing moved the way it did after where that color slid. Steps and sounds began to bend toward a place I could not end. Laughter fell along the lane, but it did not sound the same. All the faces passed me by, only one refused to lie. Simple thread of woven blue changed the shape of all I knew. Blue, blue ribbon in her hair drew a line I could not share. No clear reason, no design, still it said
circled there, held by that soft color flare. That shade remained in view, brighter than the evening hue. Blue ribbon in her hair left a trace beyond compare. What began as passing sight turned the dark to something bright. Long after the crowd is gone, that blue ribbon lingers on. All returns to what it was, but that color stays because
evening chill along the street, summer night with colder breath. You place cloth around my shoulders, soft weight settling without request. City lights blur into gold, fabric holds what you once held. Borrowed coat in June carries more than simple thread, warmth that does not fade too soon, rests where words were never said, not my own yet close to skin, something quiet folded in. Sleeves fall long past where they should, hands half lost within the seam, faint trace left along the collar like a half-remembered dream. Steps grow slow along the way, hoping night will choose to stay. Borrowed coat in June turns a walk to something new. No clear line of mine or yours, while it keeps me close to you. Light wind moves but cannot break what the cloth begins to make. At end of street, key rests cold against my hand. I pause there a moment longer, not yet ready where I stand. Borrowed coat in June a mark I cannot hide, though it must return to you. felt a lingering. Fabric slips back from my skin, but the warmth remains within. Bell above the doorway rang, shadows stretched in silence sang. Chairs were stacked along the wall, last few voices soft and small. I was reaching for my coat when I heard your quiet note. Looks like we're the final two, said as I turned to you. 5 minutes before closing, time was slipping through our hands. One small joke and one shared glance turned delay to circumstance. Lights grew low, the floor grew still, yet the room held something real. Love can start without proposing. 5 minutes before closing, clerk was counting at the till. Air grew warm and strangely still. You spoke low of passing through. I said I was passing too. Nothing planned and nothing grand, just two lives that chanced to stand in that pause before the night took us out of sight. 5 minutes before closing, held a moment hard to name. No bright spark and no display, just a warmth that chose to stay. Door stood open to the street, but I stayed an extra beat. Two soft voices kept composing. 5 minutes before closing, clock hands pressed against the hour. Time leaned in with quiet power. Neither one of us could move from that fragile groove. 5 minutes before closing, lives within a quiet space. One brief pause before goodbye left a memory I can't deny. Though the night would take its claim and I never knew your name, love began without imposing. 5 minutes before closing, doors swung shut, the light went thin, but that moment stayed within. Midnight leans against the room, curtains drift in quiet gloom. Glasses rest where hands have been. Soft light fades along your skin. No clear word to hold or keep, only silence running deep. Half
a smile at midnight left a question in its wake. Not enough to understand, just enough my thoughts to shake. Eyes that turned then turned away, hold me longer than they stay. Street grows thin beyond the door, footsteps blur across the floor. Your face caught in passing light, gone before I knew it right. Something small but hard to name lingers on without a frame. Half a smile at midnight bends the edge of what is known. No confession, no retreat, yet it settles in alone. Briefest curve upon your face leaves a lasting trace. On without a sound, time folds slow and wraps around. In that glance so faint and slight lives a quiet kind of light. Half a smile at midnight stays beyond the fading scene. What it held I cannot say, what it meant I've never seen. Though the moment slips from sight, returns each night. Dark remains along the line, but that smile stays half in mine. Firelight rests along the wall, shadows rise and slowly fall on the shelf above the flame. Paper moon without a name, cut in white, a fragile glow, holding what I used to know. Paper moon on the mantel holds a light that feels untrue, flat and pale against the dark, yet it brings me back to you, not quite real and not a dream, living somewhere in between. Room has grown a different hair, empty chair and folded care. Your reflection once was near, now it fades but lingers here. That small moon remains the same, though I cannot say your name. Paper moon on the mantel casts a shape that softly bends. No clear line of what was held, only where the touch and thought begin to blur with the trace you left in her. Flame grows low, then lifts again. Light shifts thin along the frame. In that glow I almost see what you were to me. Paper moon on the mantel keeps a quiet kind of hold. What was once a living touch now returns in paper gold. Though the night has settled through, it still leans me back to you. Fire dims and shadows fall, but that moon outlasts it all. Iron steps outside the wall. Morning light begins to fall. Clay pots lined in quiet rows. Petals wake and slowly close. Window frames across the way hold a face that often stays. Roses on the fire escape turn the ordinary shape. Waterfalls along the rail. Hands move soft and never fail. Nothing more than daily care draws a line from here to there. Laundry sways above the street. Footsteps echo far beneath. Leaves unfold in subtle change. Days repeat but rearrange. Glances pass through open air, then return to settle there. Roses on the fire escape, shift the rhythm of the day. No clear word and no design, only time that grows a line. Bloom by bloom, the silence speaks through the weeks. Evening brings a deeper shade. Petals rest where light has laid. Across brick and narrow space lives a slow and quiet trace. Roses on the fire escape, leave a mark we cannot name. Season turns and colors fade, yet the thought of you has stayed. All begins with what we tend without end. Iron steps hold gentle light, and your window stays inside.
turn slow in quiet dark. Hallway holds a fading spark. Silk dress slips along the floor. Soft steps pause beside the door. Satin shoes rest side by side, carrying where I had been. Satin shoes by the door keep a trace of something more. Polished floors and distant light echo through the silent night. Nothing moves yet something stays in their gentle, quiet place. Music gone, the room is bare, only breath and cooling air. Hands once held no longer near, yet a warmth remains unclear. Fabric bends beneath my hand as I try to understand. Satin shoes by the door hold the shape of what before. No clear end and no design, just a line that once was mine. Steps have stopped, but not the glow that the satin seems to know. Night leans close against the wall. Shadows stretch and softly fall. In this still and narrow space lingers more than I can place. Satin shoes by the door leave a mark upon the floor. One soft turn and one last glance rest within their quiet stance. Though the night has slipped away, they remember how it swayed. Morning light begins to rise, but that night remains inside. Quiet shelves and paper air, dust and sunlight drift in there. My hand reached for worn out spine, yours arrived at just that time. Fingers brushed and both withdrew. You smiled first, then I did too. One soft laugh, a gentle tune in a bookstore afternoon. The bookstore afternoon turned a page too soon. One shared title, one soft word said a quiet thought unheard. Lines of ink and muted light brought two wandering minds in sight. Love began without a bloom in a bookstore afternoon. You spoke low of authors read. I replied with careful tread. Names and stories passed between like a hidden tender scene. Time moves slow among the rows. No one rushed and no
pages turned and daylight fell into something we could tell. Two shy thoughts began to tune in a bookstore afternoon. Clock above the doorway chimed, marking out the passing time. Neither one of us would move from that quiet groove. The bookstore afternoon lives inside a tender room. One small touch and one soft phrase stayed beyond those paper days. Though we closed the book and left, something gentle there was kept. Love first found a fragile tune in a bookstore afternoon. Dust and light on printed lines still recall that meeting time. Soft bells fading down the street, polished shoes and careful feet, velvet gloves held close and neat, folded where our glances meet. Porcelain and silver shine, quiet room and measured time. Velvet gloves on Sunday hide a warmth beneath the skin. No bold move and no display as the air draws gently in. Fingers trace a careful line, not quite yours and not quite mine. Teacups cool between our hands, clock moves slow but never lands. Your eyes fall where fabric lies, then return without surprise. Steps align along the lane, longer walk than we had planned. Velvet gloves on Sunday hold a calm that softly grows. No clear start to what may be, only what the moment knows. Cloth and skin and hidden heat pause before our hands might meet. Shadows stretch along the wall. Afternoon begins to fall. Breath held light in golden hue. Time leans close to you. Velvet gloves on Sunday keep a secret none can see. One small turn of head and eyes shifts the air surrounding me. Though the day will fade from view, something lingers close to you. Gloves remain upon my hands, but that warmth still stands.
Door swings open, warm inside. Coat and footsteps across the room, then a pause we cannot hide. Eyes meet softly without plan, seconds stretch without a word. Breath returns before the thought, familiar tone is heard. We met again by accident, no design, no sign, just a moment in the room where our paths align. We met again by accident, simple words begin, whether talk and passing days, let the past step in. Table near the window pane, two cups resting side by side. Small talk finds an easy place, nothing left to hide. Street lights moving through the glass, evening hum along the lane. Voices settle into calm like a quiet refrain. Time has moved and changed the lines, still a rhythm stays. Something gentle finds its place in the ordinary phrase. We met again by accident, no grand scene to show, just a calm return of breath from a long ago. We met again by accident, evening drawing near. Simple talk becomes a spark, bringing distance clear. Door swings closed upon the street. Steps remain inside the room. Corner light along the street, door swings open, warm inside. Coat and footsteps across the room, then a pause we cannot hide. Eyes meet softly without plan, seconds stretch without a word. Breath returns before the thought, familiar tone is heard. We met again by accident, no design, no sign, just a moment in the room where our paths align. We met again by accident, simple words begin, whether talk and passing days, let the past step in. Table near the window pane, two cups resting side by side. Small talk finds an easy place, nothing left to hide. Street lights moving through the glass, evening hum along the lane. Voices settle into calm like a quiet refrain. Time has moved and changed the lines, still a rhythm stays. Something gentle finds its place in the ordinary phrase. grand scene to show, just a calm return of breath from long ago. We met again by accident, evening drawing near. Simple talk becomes a spark, bringing distance clear. Door swings closed upon the street, steps remain inside the room. Suitcase placed beside the wall, door frame quiet in the light. Evening settles in the room, holding steady through the night. Hands rest loosely on the chair. Air grows calm between the lines. Nothing rushing through the space, just a pause that feels aligned. We stayed this time. Room becomes a place where the moment finds its shape at a gentler pace. We stayed this time, standing where we are, letting time begin again just by not going far. Words arrive without a strain, each one landing clear and slow. Voices move in softer tones, carrying what we now know. Eyes remain without a turn. Breath moves even through the air. Something steady takes its ground simply by staying there. Past has weight but shifts in form when it's faced this way. Holding space becomes the change that lets it slowly stay. We stayed this time, quiet, steady ground. Every second held in place lets a truth be found. We stayed this time, simple as it seems. Choosing where we stand tonight shapes what staying means.